I've got a confession. I didn't start my business because I had this great grand vision. I didn't start my business chasing freedom. I started my business because I was looking for a way out. I was looking for a different way of working, and I wanted the freedom and flexibility to be there for my son. As a byproduct of that, as my business grew, then suddenly my goals grew, and I was like, oh, I can travel more, I can achieve more things. And then I became sort of tied to this chasing of like all these other goals and this mission and this purpose. But in the beginning, it was simply, how am I going to earn money if I can't earn money as a journalist? It wasn't, this is like some life purpose and calling and mission. It became those things along the way. And I think sometimes we can get caught up in this like, oh, I've got this grand plan and I've got a big vision and this is my goal. And when we don't have those things, when we don't have that grand vision, we can feel somewhat as though we're lacking and we're not quite the same and we're not good enough. And I was having this conversation this morning with my boyfriend, and I said, I feel like I don't have any goals at the moment. I feel like my goals are to get through some things, like, get through divorce and things like that, rather than it being about like, oh, I've got this big mission and this big plan. And I realized, and I have done some journaling today, that I realized that it's okay. Sometimes we don't have that big vision, and we just need to allow ourselves the dips and troughs. And right now, I think I'm probably in a dip. And I wanted to share that because you may also feel that you are feeling a little bit like you're feeling a bit lost, or not feeling like, sometimes in your life maybe you're really inspired and gung-ho, and other times it's just a different energy. And so for me, I've realized it's about acceptance. It's accepting that the tide comes in and out. And while sometimes, we have this big vision, this big plan, and we're going for it, and yes, and we're pushing and hustling and all of those things. But sometimes it's about acceptance. And I remember really struggling with surrender and not really understanding about what this kind of term in sort of, with surrender, how can I surrender? And I then realized, actually, if I replace the word with acceptance, and we accept a situation, and when we are accepting of it and don't try and push and fight it, then amazing opportunities flow to us. And I think that's where I'm at right now. I don't necessarily have this big goal, but I'm accepting of the things washing over me, the waves that are washing over me. But I know that I'm also floating in the right direction. I know where I'm headed, and I know where I want to be. And so once I'm through all of this, the waves are carrying me, although I may feel like at the moment that sometimes the waves are also going over me. And so if you're feeling a little adrift, where you feel like you don't have that kind of clarity and that big vision and that, you know where you're going, and you feel a bit lost, then this video is for you, because I think that there are seasons in life and seasons in business. And maybe that we had the kind of, for me certainly, I can break down my business into like 2016, 2017, right through to 2020. And that was a sort of season of business. And then the pandemic was a season of business. And now we're on the other side of it. And I feel like I'm just figuring out what's next. I've been in business almost 10 years. And so what is my next chapter? And I'm not entirely sure of that. And so if you are feeling lost right now, that actually sometimes it's okay to feel lost and like feeling like, okay, what is my purpose? What's my next thing, my next project? And sometimes it's about allowing yourself that space to journal, to recalibrate, and the answers will come to you rather than you feeling like you need to push and strive and hustle. And so here's some things that helped me. So the first one is pause the pressure. You don't need to hustle and push. You can journal and meditate and just allow that time, that energy to, like the wave, just to flow over you. And when you surrender to it, you are allowing things to come to you rather than pushing and striving for them. Get quiet. When you journal, meditate, go for walks, have hot baths, and use Epsom salts and just soak, and I love that. And I also will listen to meditations. I have a biomat and I lie on that and I listen to meditations, and it's like a sort of infrared sauna. And those things really help me to ground me and just to allow me to come back to me, rather than something where I'm chasing a goal and it's a vision and I'm like, yes, that energy isn't there anymore. I don't want that kind of yes, alpha energy. I'm looking for a softer recalibration. Connecting to joy is one of the best things that has come out of this year. And my boyfriend is a really big believer in like getting that joy, that energy, that feeling of like fun. And so I have spent a lot more time this year having fun, doing fun things, being silly, doing things with kids, and just, which I love to do, but we go to like this place called Adrenaline Quarry. We have fun and are childlike, and being on big inflatables or going diving and the snorkeling and seeing the fish and all of those things, which brings back the fun and the joy and the childlike wonder. And I think when things feel like sludgy and heavy, when you connect to your joy, even though it may feel counterintuitive because it's kind of outside of business, actually, when you are in that space, it's so much easier to then reconnect with you again. And then you can find your purpose. And all of those things will just flow. Trust in that cycle. Trust in the waves. The waves still flow in the sea. That, one wave comes and another one. And trust that this is a season of life. And so when you surrender to it rather than pushing, you know that this season of life will pass and another one will come. And when you just accept that, then things get easier, things feel better. And when you start feeling better, then your vibration shifts and then everything shifts. And then finally, the final one is talk to other people, talk to other entrepreneurs. When you start opening up about this, other people will open up about it too. So my boyfriend, he also ran his own business, so he gets it, he understands. And so that really helps me, like talking to other people, talking to coaches, by sharing that and sort of offloading, but also getting their perspective and thinking things through, getting clarity in that really helped me to kind of get out of my funk and get out of myself, and so I can recalibrate. And once you're sort of through that stage, then suddenly you have a greater vision. You have that feeling of more fun, and so that can filter through into the destination, into the vision. And so it's a softer goal rather than feeling like you've got to chase and hustle and chase the goal. If you're feeling stuck and lost right now, then I have my abundance meditation that I'm going to share the link to below, which is really great for recalibrating and making you just feel more excited and feel better and just more in tune with you. And I've also got my vision board workshop, which is a really great place to start getting excited, because when you are, picking fabulous images, whether it's from Canva or a magazine, and you're getting excited about holidays and inspiring places you can go and adventures you want to have and people you want to see and things you want to do, it starts to bring the joy back. And when you bring the joy back, you can get excited, and then suddenly you're like, oh, I'd really like to do this thing in my business, and suddenly you flip around and you feel more excited and you've completely recalibrated. So I'll share my vision board workshop below. Would love you to check that out, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you liked it, put a thumbs up, and also would love you to subscribe. Take care. Bye bye bye. I've got a confession. I didn't start my business because I had this great grand vision. I didn't start my business chasing freedom. I started my business because I was looking for a way out. I was looking for a different way of working, and I wanted the freedom and flexibility to be there for my son. As a byproduct of that, as my business grew, then suddenly my goals grew, and I was like, oh, I can travel more, I can achieve more things. And then I became sort of tied to this chasing of like all these other goals and this mission and this purpose. But in the beginning, it was simply, how am I going to earn money if I can't earn money as a journalist? It wasn't, this is like some life purpose and calling and mission. It became those things along the way. And I think sometimes we can get caught up in this like, oh, I've got this grand plan and I've got a big vision and this is my goal. And when we don't have those things, when we don't have that grand vision, we can feel somewhat as though we're lacking and we're not quite the same and we're not good enough. And I was having this conversation this morning with my boyfriend, and we were talking about, I said, I feel like I don't have any goals at the moment. I feel like my goals are to get through some things, like, get through divorce and things like that, rather than it being about like, oh, I've got this big mission and this big plan. And I realized, and I, have done some journaling today, that I realized that it's okay. Sometimes we don't have that big vision. And we just need to allow ourselves the dips and troughs. And right now, I think I'm probably in a dip. And I wanted to share that because you may also feel that you are feeling a little bit like you're feeling a bit lost, or not feeling like, sometimes in your life maybe you're really inspired and gung-ho, and other times it's just a different energy. And so for me, I've realized it's about acceptance. It's accepting that the tide comes in and out. And while sometimes, we have this big vision, this big plan, and we're going for it, and yes, and we're pushing and hustling and all of those things. But sometimes it's about acceptance. And I remember really struggling with surrender and not really understanding about what this kind of term in sort of, with surrender, how can I surrender? And I then realized, actually, if I replace the word with acceptance, and we accept a situation, and when we are accepting of it and don't try and push and fight it, then amazing opportunities flow to us. And I think that's where I'm at right now. I don't necessarily have this big goal, but I'm accepting of the things washing over me, the waves that are washing over me. But I know that I'm also floating in the right direction. I know where I'm headed, and I know where I want to be. And so once I'm through all of this, the waves are carrying me, although I may feel like at the moment that sometimes the waves are also going over me. And so if you're feeling a little adrift, where you feel like you don't have that kind of clarity and that big vision and that, you know where you're going and you feel a bit lost, then this video is for you, because I think that there are seasons in life and seasons in business. And maybe that we had the kind of, for me certainly, I can break down my business into like 2016, 2017, right through to 2020. And that was a sort of season of business. And then the pandemic was a season of business. And now we're on the other side of it. And I feel like I'm still, I'm just figuring out what's next. I've been in business almost 10 years. And so what is my next chapter? And I'm not entirely sure of that. And so if you are feeling lost right now, that actually sometimes it's okay to feel lost and feeling like, okay, what is my purpose? What's my next thing, my next project? And sometimes it's about allowing yourself that space to journal, to recalibrate, and the answers will come to you rather than you feeling like you need to push and strive and hustle. And so here's some things that helped me. So the first one is pause the pressure. So allowing yourself, you don't need to hustle and push. You can journal and meditate and just allow that time, that energy to, like the wave, just to flow over you. And when you surrender to it, you are allowing things to come to you rather than pushing and striving for them. Get quiet. When you journal, meditate, go for walks, have hot baths and use Epsom salts and just soak, and I love that. And I also will listen to meditations. I'll lie on, I have a biomat and I lie on that and I listen to meditations, and it's like a sort of infrared sauna. And those things really help me to ground me and just to allow me to come back to me, rather than something where I'm chasing a goal and it's a vision and I'm like, yes, that energy isn't there anymore. I don't want that kind of yes, alpha energy. I'm looking for a softer recalibration. Connecting to joy is one of the best things that has come out of this year. And my boyfriend is a really big believer in getting that joy, that energy, that feeling of fun. And so I've spent a lot more time this year having fun, doing fun things, being silly, doing things with kids, and just, which I love to do, but, we go to this place called Adrenaline Quarry, or, and we have fun and are childlike, and, being on big inflatables, and, or going diving and the snorkeling and seeing the fish and all of those things, which brings back the fun and the joy and the childlike wonder. And I think when things feel like sludgy and heavy, when you connect to your joy, just even though it may feel counterintuitive because it's kind of outside of business, actually, when you are in that space, it's so much easier to then reconnect with you again. And then you can find your purpose, and all of those things will just flow. Trust in just that cycle. Trust in the waves. The waves still flow in the sea. That, one wave comes and another one. And trust that this is a season of life. And so when you surrender to it rather than pushing, you know that this season of life will pass and another one will come. And when you just accept that, then things get easier, things feel better. And when you start feeling better, then your vibration shifts and then everything shifts. And then finally, the final one is talk to other people, talk to other entrepreneurs. When you start opening up about this, other people will open up about it too. And I found, so my boyfriend, he also ran his own business, so he gets it, he understands. And so that really helps me, like talking to other people, talking to coaches. I feel that I can, you know, by sharing that and sort of offloading, but also getting their perspective and thinking things through, getting clarity in that really helped me to kind of get out of my funk and get out of myself, and so I can recalibrate. And once you're sort of through that stage, then suddenly you have a greater vision. You have that feeling of more fun, and so that can filter through into the destination, into the vision. And so it's a softer goal rather than feeling like you've got to chase and hustle and chase the goal. If you're feeling stuck and lost right now, then I have my abundance meditation that I'm going to share the link to below, which is really great for recalibrating and making you just feel more excited and feel better and just more in tune with you. And I've also got my vision board workshop, which is a really great place to start getting excited, because when you are, you know, picking fabulous images, whether it's from Canva or a magazine, and you're getting excited about holidays and inspiring places you can go and adventures you want to have and people you want to see and things you want to do, it starts to bring the joy back. And when you bring the joy back, you can get excited, and then suddenly you're like, oh, I'd really like to do this thing in my business, and suddenly you flip around and you feel more excited and you've completely recalibrated. So I'll share my vision board workshop below. Would love you to check that out, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you liked it, put a thumbs up, and also would love you to subscribe. Take care. Bye bye bye.